Hello, my wonderful students, and welcome to this lecture on the Bash shell and alternative shell environments. To begin this lecture, I will first explain what a shell is. A shell is an interpreter for an operating system. Traditionally, there are two types of shells, a graphical shell and a command shell. A graphical shell is something that you are likely familiar with if you have ever used Mac OS or Windows 10. A graphical shell, sometimes referred to as a graphical user interface, allows users to interact with their electronic devices without actually knowing how to program. In contrast, a command shell, i.e. a command line interface, allows users to interact with their electronic devices through knowing how to program. So that being said, one major thing that trips up beginners learning the command line, i.e. the command shell, is that there are often multiple shells developed for any particular operating system. As an example, for the Linux operating system, there is the SH, KSH, CSH, and TCSH as potential options to choose from. There are slight differences between all of these shells. However, the differences between each one is usually much more important for developers who may use the subtle differences between the shells as a way to help them develop code. However, as a data scientist, what you really need to be aware of is which operating system you are using, as well as the commands associated with that operating system. Fortunately, the Bash shell is the default shell for most Linux distributions as well as Mac OS, and moreover, they share similar commands. So whether you are using Linux or Unix, the content of this course will cover a number of bases and provide you a strong beginning foundation of how to use the command line. So that's all I have for this lecture. Thank you all so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, happy learning.